Yup. We live, baby. Deep Half Podcast, episode 6. Six God.
Y'all call the cops, I'll stay because if I leave you, y'all want to know. I have a side, so I don't have to go anywhere. I am. Tell them to bring the. Are you bringing the cops? Because if I leave, then I'm. Did you touch me? Oh, you didn't touch me? He touched me. So he touched me. He touched me. You can remind me if you want to. But y'all gonna tell the police that I fucking tell the police. I'm not. Knock your ass out too. You do it, motherfucker. That piece of shit. Hey, no. Hey! You wanna touch him too? Back up, nigga! Back the fuck up! Please stop! Call the police! I ain't do shit! No, nigga, fuck you, nigga! Y'all back the fuck up! Y'all back up! Please back up! He shouldn't have touched me! You ain't on my side, bitch! You ain't on my side, bitch! Y'all don't see shit how it is! Y'all don't wanna see shit how it is! I ain't doing that, bro! You can't touch me, nigga! You can't fucking touch me! If you touch me, you gonna die! Don't touch me! Don't touch me!
Oh man. You don't want to really laugh at it, but it is funny at some points. What are your thoughts?
That's my first time seeing it. I ain't even heard nothing about it. When did that happen?
It just happened like an hour ago. Well, we just posted an hour ago.
Wow. So the internet going nuts or what?
Yeah, a little bit. It's picking up a little bit of steam, but I think I just saw a couple of sites posted, but it hasn't gained any traction yet. I mean, it will by the morning.
Well, for the listeners that can't see what we watching, is Mr. Mike Perry. He's acting pretty wildly. Is there any backstory?
No backstory, just that video. It appears that some kind of altercation happened in a bar. They were asking Mike to leave, but they also said that the cops will be called. And he was saying he didn't want to leave if the cops were going to be called, because then they were going to say he was trying to avoid the cops or whatever. And a fatter, older gentleman was mocking him as he was saying that. And Perry took offense to that. And he said he was going to knock the guy out. I guess the guy didn't believe him and tried to do something. I don't know, push him or touch him or whatever. And ended up paying for it.
I wish he had that Ray J clip when he was with Fabulous. He was saying, Fabulous had said something. He was like, don't touch me. And then Ray J said, I touched that nigga.
I was with Floyd at 50, and he tried to say, don't touch me, and I touched that nigga.
It's an old Breakfast Club interview. It's so many ways to go with it. I'll let you go first.
It's a product of a lot of things. You could say it's like, it's Mike Perry being wild or Mike Perry being a hothead and things escalating. But I really think it's just Mike doesn't have anybody around him that he respects, and nobody's opinion that he has to ultimately care about. In the clip, we saw his girlfriend and I guess a friend of his girlfriend or something like that. Were in the clip. It didn't really matter or wasn't able to affect anything anyway.
Oh, his girlfriend's in the clip? But was he the one saying that you're not on my side?
Yeah, that's who he was talking to at the end. Because they were upset because it got to that point and he knocked the guy out. As far as the actual legal ramifications of this, he's going to do some kind of time or have to pay some kind of fine or something. But it did kind of appear that the other guy was coming toward him aggressively. I don't know how they're going to go with that, but I'll let you get your point off. Go ahead.
Well, they ain't going to find them because, last week you said they're going to have to find me.
That's the only reason I played this. That's the only reason I played the top because, last week we kind of started off with him and he was doing something, I guess, kind of positive in that clip. And I guess we gotta stay consistent with it. If he's going to do some praise him when he does something good, we got to criticize him when he does something bad.
It sucks on many levels. It sucks to be the guy that everyone knows that Mike Perry, he can be a loose cannon. It's pretty apparent. Like certain people, I don't know if I said this on the podcast or I wrote this down somewhere. Nonetheless, I said some people they fight because they like to fight, and some people fight because it's better they use that violence and make a living out of it, or else they'll be somewhere on the street doing something probably worse. And Mike Perry is probably one of those individuals that if he wasn't fighting professionally, he would probably be doing this somewhere else on a more so consistent basis, which is not ideal.
This is actually, I want to say, the second or third video of him knocking someone out.
Well, there you have it.
In the streets.
It's like you said, he needs someone in his corner if he's going to go out to bars. I think he seemed a bit intoxicated. I think it's fair enough to say that he was not all the way there. So he needs someone outside of himself if he's going to go out and go to bars. Because, every martial artist know that you're going to get enticed. Not even, you ain't got to be a martial artist. Just period. You're going to get something going to happen at a bar. 8 times out of 10, something going to happen. If it's not you, somebody that's fighting probably going to bump into you. And that's just what you're getting yourself into when you step into that kind of arena, per se. So it sucks to be Mike Perry right now because that's on full footage. Clear as day. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And it sucks for the civilians because people need to stop acting tough if they're not tough. Let's talk about it, man.
I don't understand why that guy had to say anything to him or try to entice him in any way. Like the guy is outside of the bar at that point. He's saying, all right, I'm going to wait for the cops. Since y'all are calling the police, I'm going to wait for them. Then he starts mocking him. And then when Perry says, I will knock you out, you mocking me right now, I will knock you out. He said, oh, what you would. All right. Yeah.
And go
which granted.
And goes forward at this man. Like, bro, you like 68, 70. What are you doing? What are you trying to prove? Why is it, guys, that we had this conversation many a times? If you're not about it, why do you have to pretend to be about it, bro?
Maybe he is about it. Or other circumstances with regular people, maybe he is that person where he's about it.
Well, I don't know what to say to that.
But when you meet someone that's really about it, that does this for a living, it's a different thing. It's totally different.
Like, it
seems... There's no reason for that.
the dude.
There's no reason for my part with actually knocking him out, but there's also no reason for that guy to just try to say, "Oh, I wish you would knock me up."
I mean, things are escalated, so any slight thing it's going to only take you to get there. He already hot. They're yelling at him. It's a girl in his ear screaming at him, saying this and that. And then you got this dude who shouldn't be doing this. It's like it's respect, bro. Like, if you're not really gonna do something, stop enticing people. People get away with talking too much. I said this I had a conversation with somebody else. People get away with just running their mouth to people too often to where they don't see repercussions for it. If people start getting slapped in the mouth for saying dumb stuff to people, I think people would talk a lot less, bro. I really do. If it was legal,
you know my philosophy on it.
What is it?
Every year, once per year, you have to get punched in the face by someone of equal size and weight and equal age. Once per year. I don't care if you're 80. I don't care if you're 8. Once per year, you get punched dead in the face.
Probably up it up to about 3, bro. Probably up it up, bro. I don't think one enough. One. Huh?
No, once per year. It's like a birthday. It's like your birthday for your face.
But you
birthday for your face.
You forget your birthday sometimes. Sometimes you forget your birthday. Sometimes you forget what you did, bro. So
yeah, but you ain't gonna forget this.
Up it up about 2, 3
year. Someone of equal size and equal weight.
Up it up. Let's do it quarterly. Let's change it.
Then we just got CT, all kinds of CT. No, just once per year. If you're 80 pounds, if you're 350 pounds, once per year, dead in the face. I think we see significant improvements all across the board in every field and walk of life.
It would definitely keep people honest, bro. Like, not honest as far as telling the truth, but honest in that way of, you not about it, stop acting like it.
Yeah, it just not enough people have genuinely been punched in the face before. Not enough people have felt that, where someone is actually just trying to hurt you.
Yeah. I seen the dude at Walmart. There's a video on Twitter. An old dude at Walmart trying to tell this man to pull up his pants and jacking him up in Walmart. I'm like, bro, what are you doing?
I know exactly what video you're talking about. I saw that.
I was dumbfounded. For one, I was kind of laughing at the younger dude because he over here getting punked, and then he pulling up his pants like he about to do something all of a sudden that somebody else is involved. And then I'm laughing at the old man for really antagonizing him. It's ridiculous.
Crazy. As we're talking about it, a lot of people are bringing up the fact that Mike Perry needs therapy and this could be CTE related and all those kind of things. I mean, definitely I would agree with the therapy. I think everybody can benefit from having therapy. But I really just believe this is because he has no one that he has to be accountable to. He doesn't have a coach besides his girlfriend and whatever. He doesn't seem to have any kind of close friends in this proximity. It appears like he cut off a lot of people. So prior to his last fight. So I just think he just has to be held accountable, not by the cops or the police, but actually someone he cares about.
Can definitely, he definitely looks like he's suffering from a mental illness. I will say that, but I mean, that's a slippery slope to say, so I won't even go there. But definitely seemed like alone. He needs someone, like you said, that he respects, a coach, something, a friend that can also mess him up if need be. He needs some kind of person in his life or in his corner that be like, "Hey, Mike, you wildin'. Let's chill out a little bit." He needs somebody to tell him that, because his girlfriend can't handle him. His ex-girlfriend couldn't handle him. I don't know what happened with them. I don't know about that stuff, but seems like no one in his life at this particular time can handle him, and it's pretty apparent. Could it be CTE? It could be, or could it not be? This could just be him. The therapist thing. I feel like a diary, a journal, will better suit many people than a therapist. But I mean,
why do you say that?
A therapist essentially is going to get you to open up. So you can do that. I don't see why you couldn't do that on your own. You can do that with a journal. It's the same difference to me.
It's because humans are social creatures and we just love talking to each other. That's why.
It's different because at least you're not on someone else's time. You can do it whenever you feel like it. It's many advantages to a personal journal than a therapist. A therapist, would they still talk to you if they wasn't getting paid? Like it's many things that I can take it.
Probably not.
They really
probably don't. Not. Have you ever been to therapy?
No, but I studied it deeply. And
what does that mean?
I've studied many therapists. I've studied many people that was doing the therapy on people. And it's funny how a lot of therapists need therapy. So I don't get how you can be a therapist and you need therapy yourself.
I don't think they necessarily need therapy. I think they understand the benefits of it. It's like someone that's a personal trainer. They still work out themselves.
Nah, you can't have a mental you can't have a mental illness and teach me about my own mental illness. Like you could have had a mental illness.
You don't have to be mentally ill to seek or be in therapy.
You don't. But that's why people would tell him that he needs to go to therapy because they do feel like he's mentally ill. If people don't tell the surfer dude that's hey man, gnarly, everything is peachy, they're not telling him to go to therapy. They're telling the dude that
I literally said I think everybody can benefit from therapy. I don't care if you're schizophrenic or if you're, I don't know, a regular person. That's
how is someone that is already happy in life benefit from therapy?
You might find out the source of their happiness and become even happier.
They find out the source of their happiness and become happier.
Yes, it's possible that you could just be happy from whatever reason, but if you're able to actually look at and understand exactly why you're happy, that can make you even happier.
That's a little far-fetched, but nonetheless, most people that are directed to therapy usually have some kind of issue that's apparent. I don't know what made us get to that point, but there we are.
Talking about Mike Perry in therapy. I mean, he's going to be mandated some kind of therapy or anger management or of some sort from the courts. Yeah, I just hope it's not serious jail time or a serious fine because he just spent like $60,000 on that truck. Did you see the truck?
Mm-mm.
He bought his girlfriend a truck.
Man.
Yeah, a brand new truck for $60,000.
And then she flip out like that?
Huh?
Then she flip out like that?
I mean, did she flip out? She had to dip. He over here knocking out old fat dudes.
Well, you girls know.
First of all, that's why I want to know. Why does no one in the club have a mask? All y'all gotta go to jail. Send them all to jail.
We didn't even address what I think many of people will talk about what he's saying.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I guess Mike Perry really 1% black because how much percentage of black he said he is? I think he said
1 or 2%.
Yeah, I think he said 1%. So I guess he get the pass, bro. I mean, how many people go tell Mike Perry he can't say what he wants to say? So this would on that.
Oh, you think that's what people gonna talk about? Yeah, you're right. That's just how much I don't even think about it. Like he definitely did say nigga in the clip. I wasn't.
He said
like,
he said it plenty of times.
I wasn't starting like, oh snap, this fat dude just got knocked out. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Oh man. But yeah, and he said it a lot. Like once it happened, he was like, "You touch me, nigga. You
don't touch me, nigga.
You touch him, you die."
I think it's crazy. I don't know if this. I think this happened last weekend because he tweeted one of these days, "If you touch me, you die. Don't touch me." He tweeted that in capital letters, and I remember retweeting it. And I think it was over the weekend.
Yeah, so it may have been.
And well, I guess he didn't go to jail because if so, they would have already talked about it.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he'll get that John Jones treatment. That just get some community service.
I think he should. I don't think he should serve serious jail time for this. Even though the guy may definitely be concussed, the guy definitely broke something because he got knocked out for real. That was a real knockout. But at the same time, you have some part in that, man. That wasn't just him being irate and smacking up people that he just walked across. You had some responsibility in that.
Yep.
How was your training this week?
Frustrating, but what you just got to keep moving.
What's up with that?
It's the same thing I've been saying for the past 3 weeks, bro. I think it's just too much information. I remember when I was like a 4-stripe white belt going into being a blue belt. I studied, but I didn't study as near as much as I did now. But I felt like my progression was so much. I'll say this: the more I
quicker,
studied,
larger. You didn't know anything. Of course, their progression is going to be bigger bounds because you didn't have anything.
True facts.
Of course, it's going to seem like you progress faster and higher jumps, but because you had nothing.
That's true. Good point. But I'll say this though. Lately, the more I've been studying, I'm getting this kind of entitlement in my head, and I don't like it. I'm going into the training room as if because I know more about said position or said technique, I should be able to snap it on, and I should always have success with it just because I know or I've been studying it for X amount of hours throughout the week. On top of that, I've been getting this kind of feeling where I'm afraid to lose. So Monday, it's like I have something to prove. So I'm trying to. I have a goal of being really, really good, and with that goal, I can't take L's from people that I don't feel are good. So it's like a constant battle of. Well, that's what I'm getting to. It's a constant battle of I gotta be able to win against this particular guy because this particular guy is not as skillful as the next guy. If I want to beat the top guys, I can't be losing to this guy. It's that kind of mentality that I've been having. So Monday I spent
in the training room.
Right.
You're training.
I'm coming full circle. So Monday, I spent the entire time trying to lose. I was putting myself in bad positions purposely. It was, I don't know who I heard this from, but they said Gary Tonin, one of the best grapplers on the planet, to me, gets tapped out.
Everybody.
Well, some people say Gordon, or some people have their own saying.
You said one of the best. You didn't say the best.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, cool. I've heard before that he gets tapped more than anybody in the gym, and this is coming from one of the greatest. So I was like, if he can do it, if he's getting tapped and he's one of the greatest, why can't I be okay with losing, bro. Hey, you in the training room. This is not a competition. This is not Abu Dhabi. This is not, you training. You're here to trial and error things. You're here to practice things that you couldn't practice in a competition. I'm having that mental talk of knowing when to actually train for a camp or when to actually train just to train to implement new things into my game. That's what this week has been, a battle of one or the other.
I can definitely understand and relate to that. I think you should lose in training if that's where if you want to lose anywhere, you want to lose in training. That's how you get better. I don't think you get better from just constantly winning all the time. I understand your hangups with losing, but I think you should see it as for motivation and not discouragement and being down on yourself for it. I got tapped out this week by a blue belt. He might be, but he's a blue belt. I got tapped out with a Doris. And I can't. The last time I got tapped out with a Doris was last year, and the guy is a pro fighter, and he's 12-3. I got tapped out by a blue belt with a Doris. But yeah, that just made me know I had to sharpen up my defenses.
You've always had that game, though. You've always had that game to where you wanted to be comfortable in bad positions. I was always the opposite. I was always running away from it. I was always prevention. I wasn't worried about defense, and that's a big difference. Prevention and defense. To me, those are two different things.
Yeah. That's what Gordon was saying about Craig Jones. He was saying when Craig Jones first came to Danaher, to Renzo Gracie's school, that was the biggest gap in his game. Like anytime he was put in a bad position, or anytime he started losing, it would progress quickly because he just didn't have any real defenses or escapes from position. He just drilled not to be in those positions. He was just preventative, as you were saying. So that is definitely a thing to have to learn defense versus learning, I'm just not going to be there.
Yep.
Oh, I'm too good. That's never going to happen to me.
Yep.
Which
is a good thing because our curriculum for the next 3 months is defensive escaping position. So this is perfect timing for us to be on this cycle. I'll update next week. I'm gonna spend the rest of this week, tomorrow and Saturday, just defense, bro. Bad position.
What were you giving up? You said you were trying to lose. What were you giving up?
I was just I was purposely doing mistakes. Like I'll fall into someone's guillotine, or I would give somebody my bag. I was just doing stuff like that. I gave somebody
Rose. That's how I start Rose.
What?
I should start on Rose, letting people pass guard into whatever they want. Some people take the back. Most people just take side control. I don't know why. People love side control. They just love, giving free side control. You can have anything you want to take side control, whatever.
But the reason why I never liked doing that is because I always think about self-defense. I always want to be sharp for self-defense. I don't want to build bad habits to where I'm letting people just pass my guard, and then all of a sudden the next day I'm still in that routine of letting somebody pass my guard, and then I've always thought about that. I always want to be sharp in case something was to happen. That's why I always try to train.
It's definitely a concern. Like, but I don't behave that way in MMA training. And no one is passing my guard, standing up on me, none of that. on my feet first. If we disengage any kind of space, I'm on my feet immediately, or I'm reshooting, or I don't behave the same way in regular jiu-jitsu as I do in MMA. So, but I can understand your point of saying it could build bad habits. Thus far, it hasn't.
Gosh, it's pretty much just a switch for you. You know what you're doing when you're doing it.
Yeah, it's pretty automatic. Once punches start flying, you're like, "Oh no, you don't get anything free." Oh no, I don't like this at all.
Well, yeah. How you feel about? Because this sometimes bothers me too. How do you feel about? Let's say in your head or in your mind is made, you being strictly defensive, you not trying to beat the guy that y'all usually have. You're not trying to like go tooth and nails with the guy that you usually have a tough round with. You actually trying to work on your defense. Let's say I'm a coach. I'm the coach. And I'm looking at you struggle against this guy who usually you have success with. How do you feel about your coach perceiving that you either getting worse or like how do you gauge that? How would you go about that?
I don't worry about that at all. I guess because I haven't been promoted by my coaches, or I don't seek their approval in that way to say, like, justify them giving me a rank or justify, oh, I am this good or I am getting better or whatever. I don't feel the need for that. I think just because I haven't been promoted from any of the coaches that watches me. And I just think I'm better. I think either I'm currently better than people or I will eventually be better than people. So I don't really take their opinion too hard. That sounds horrible to say, but
I get you. I get you 100%. That's actually what I used to say when I used to be a white belt. When people used to smash on me, I'd be like, I'm not worried about it, bro. Because one day I'm gonna be better than you. I promise. That's why I used to go home and say that every day. But yeah, that's something.
So what happened to that?
You lost it. You get accustomed to people seeing you in a certain way, and now you feel like you have to deliver. When someone rolls with you, they're expecting you to roll a certain type of way. Like this one dude, he was like, a couple weeks ago, we had a roll, and he was having success. And then I like turned it on. He was like, damn, I thought today was gonna be the day I tap you. I was like, I thought I was gonna write that in my he was playing. He was like, I thought I was gonna write that in my book. So and so date, whatever date it was. So and so date, I tapped Marquise. I was like, really? And then other guys in the gym, they'd be like, oh, I tapped so and so today, like going around telling people this. So it's a different feel because it's almost like I gotta deliver when I roll with people, or otherwise people I guess will look at me differently. I don't know.
It's definitely some of that. I've dealt with some of that. The guy I was talking about that tapped me this week. This was his first time tapping me, and you can feel when someone is like, yes. You can feel that, but I don't feel bad for doing it. Like I didn't have to turn it on and start going hard because he tapped me, or then next time we roll, I'm not gonna just play like a negative game and just try not to get tapped. I understand what you're saying. I think you just got to get over that. Like my goal is to get better than everybody. I don't care what you write down in your journal. I don't care what happens. As long as I'm improving, that's what matters to me.
At what point do you turn it on against him though? At what point do you show him, hey, it ain't really like that?
If we're actually rolling, if we're competing, if I need to start training for competition, if I need to start really just turning it on, then it will be turned on. But on a regular Sunday or Monday class, then no, nothing.
I got you. I'm really gonna do that, bro. I'm really gonna take a different approach going forward. I'm gonna see how it goes. But speaking of,
try it out
for sure. I'm doing it 100%. But speaking of training, you had posted a clippity clip on IG. You going southpaw, bro? I think I was waking up from a nap, and I saw the clip. I started rubbing my eyes. I'm like, is he in southpaw? And you was looking like really crisp, bro. I was.
What is wrong with that? You were surprised?
I was really surprised, bro. I'm like, yo, this dude improving big time. I don't know if it was just the clip or you just had it. I don't know, bro. If the clip is true, hey, bro, you progressing, bro. I like it. I like to see it, man.
This whole time I'm talking about improving, you don't think I'm getting better? What do you think? You thought I was lying? The whole goal is getting better. Well, yes, sir. I'm improving. I'll take it as a compliment, though. It's kind of a trash compliment. Oh snap! I thought. Oh snap!
No, bro. Because you don't really like striking like that. So I wouldn't figure that you practiced in southpaw. I would figure you practice at least orthodox. I wouldn't think you would be practicing southpaw to a way that it looks more natural than your orthodox. I wouldn't think that.
Nah, it didn't look more natural than my orthodox. They look the same. Like I said through text, they're both equally bad, equally terrible. But it looks like I know what I'm doing. That's all that matters. You have to just give off the perception that, oh snap, he's a striker. Let me take him down. Yes.
Yep.
Yes. That's all I need.
Were y'all doing just light sparring or what y'all was doing? I couldn't tell.
Yeah, we were just going light. Yeah, we were just going light. Nothing crazy. Tell me where you want to start, and I'll add it a couple things. This is UFC 251.
Who comes to mind first is Paige. Now, granted, she's on the main card, but I was just looking at some tweets yesterday about her, and she was saying that she could have made this amount of money in her regular job, quote unquote.
Yeah, she was saying if she had a regular job for these past 6 years, she would probably make more than what she has made from fighting.
Yeah, I'm curious on what regular job she's referring to. Because if a regular job is paying me, I think someone calculated close to $500K. Hey, sign me up for that regular job, dog. I'm pretty sure everybody will be signing up for their regular job if they getting paid over $500K through 6 years. Well, let me calculate that myself before I say that.
That happens. That does happen with regular jobs. I don't know what specific skills Paige has outside of fighting that would warrant that in the regular job. Instagram and things that are based on attention and promotion and things of that nature.
Nah.
And that she makes more than $500,000. I think so for a fact. But a regular quote unquote job where you're going to work, clocking in every day, I don't think,
bro,
she has the skills for that. Go ahead.
For her to be making, I think it was like $575 or $475. It was one of those. She'd be making close to $80K a year. That's not a regular job, bro. That's a career. Not a regular job.
Yeah. That's a career, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that's she made it seem like a regular job, like she going to Wendy's and applying for something and she making like that's not the same thing. That's not a regular job.
No, that wouldn't happen.
And people was talking about how inactive she is. Granted, she had surgery. We know. But still, she's not an active fighter, and she's still making this kind of money. You're not making it at a regular job, bro, because you actually have to clock in. The difference.
That's all good and well. I don't care about any of that. All the fighters should be making a lot more money.
100%.
Paige should be making more money. I don't think she should be making the type of money that she seems to be wanting or wishing for. I don't think it benefits anyone for her to be paid that way. Just because she has a lot of Instagram followers and whatever else, that doesn't. I don't think that translates over to $2 for the UFC. Maybe that translates for her CBD company or whatever she's promoting, whatever lingerie. I don't know what she's promoting. I don't follow Paige. But as far as actual fighting, I don't think she should be paid millions of dollars. But all fighters should be paid more than 12 and 12 and 14 and 14. That's just ridiculous. So as far as fighter pay increasing or should be increased, I agree with her 100%. Should she be getting paid like she's freaking John Jones or someone? No.
Agreed. Is it that easy to say everyone gets a pay raise? Is it that easy to do, you think?
Yeah, I think the UFC's investors took home like $200 million last year. So yeah, how about y'all just don't take that home last year and y'all take home $100 million and the fighters get paid more. Last fight card had a total pay of $1.2 million for the entire fight card. That's for everyone.
That's pretty bad.
Huh?
That's pretty bad.
That's terrible. For everyone, for 22 fighters, the total pay is $1.2 million.
But what would incentivize them to take home less?
Ad revenue. Go ahead.
What would incentivize the investors to take home less so the fighters get paid more? Why would they agree to that?
They wouldn't. The UFC wouldn't either. But a fighters union would. If the fighters had to be compensated for what they do and what they bring to the table, they are the product. Ultimately, at the end of the day, they are the ones that are putting on the show. They have to be paid for that.
They are. However, is it realistic that all of these, I think it would have to take the very top of the top fighters to actually get this ball rolling. It would have to take John Jones. It would have to take Conor. It would have to take the top of Israel. It would have to take all of these top guys to stop fighting completely for a year, 2 years, for them to say, hey, we're not fighting until we get a deal done that this is top to bottom. Like, it would have to take them type of guys. It couldn't, because not all fighters are going to stop fighting and agree on something. They're just not. That's not realistic.
100%. There will always be scabs, what they're called, people that work during the strike. But yes, if the top guys are just enough guys, I'm going to say maybe 30% of the top guys did this. You don't even have to actively say, I'm not fighting. You can just constantly put off the message of fighter pay needs to be increased. That's what you have to say. I mean, you don't take fights until it's increased. That's it. You just, everyone asks, reporters and everyone just asks all the time, oh, what you going to do with your next fight? Who do you want in your next fight? Blah, 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 blah. I'm not fighting until they increase fighter pay. It's going to force everyone to have to talk about it. What keeps happening is this topic gets brought up and then Dana White is able to have this conversation with people in the mainstream media, and the mainstream media does not understand or know what they're talking about. So he's able to as far as MMA is concerned. So he's able to just run circles around them without actually answering the question or talking about fighter pay at all, because they just don't know about the sport at all. So it's it will eventually happen. Like, fighter pay has increased. I want to say from like 10 years ago, you want to look at some of those cards, it's even worse. It's way worse, of course. But I think a union will happen. That's because unions have happened in other sports, in almost every other sport. Yeah, every sport that I can think of. Unions exist. So it's just such a young sport, such a young organization. It's going to take some time.
The only reason why I feel like it's going to take a lot longer than you may think is because fighting it's not a team sport like the other sports are. It's an individual sport. And with an individual sport, you're going after yours and yours only. So if you happy, why would I care about what everybody else got going? If I'm making $3 million a fight, why do I care if you making 12 and 12? That ain't my problem. So why would I
you can say that about teammates on your team?
Teammates is different because y'all already have that team. Y'all already done went X amount of years playing as a unit. Y'all already have that kind of.
I already disagree with this notion that fighting is an individual sport and it's not a team sport. I think that's a thing people say. I don't actually believe that at all. I think teammates within a gym are closer, or if not as close as teammates on a football team where there's 52 people on the team and half of them are managers, basically. I just disagree with that notion.
No, that's that part. No. I don't think I can debate that too. I don't think just because y'all train together that y'all teammates. There's plenty of people that I know that train with me that dislike me in a very passive aggressive way. Like, just because we call ourselves teammates.
Maybe you're the passive aggressive one. It sounds like you were the passive aggressive one, bro.
No, I'm definitely not passive aggressive. I just know fake people when I see them. But yeah, I mean, there's plenty of people that come to y'all gym that think they are part of. I hate I said it. That think they are part of it, but really not.
Getting bleeped out.
Yeah, I hate that people. Yeah, plenty of people come to y'all gym and think, yeah, we this. Y'all not nothing. Y'all think y'all are, but y'all not. Teams like big teams like AKA, big teams like American Top Team. Yeah, y'all might train together. Yeah, y'all might do things together, but it's different, bro. Like a team is different. An actual plan to team, like I'm counting on you to win. I'm counting on you to make this shot for me to take home a game check is different than we had some good rounds in the training room, but I still have to go out there and fight and forget about our training rounds. It's totally different.
Yes, I understand that, but I think even within that, there are certain people who you have sweat on and sweat inside of your mouth and blood and all of the things that they say that are all of the cliches they say, that you just become closer with those group of people. And I think you are at least as close as a guy that's on a football team with you. That's what I'm debating.
We can agree to disagree. Let's get to the card. You can start wherever you want.
I want to start with the first fight on the real prelims. Leandro Santos versus Roman Bakovov. I want to think is a pronunciation for that. I got Leandro winning. This is his second fight in like 4 or 5 years. He's been injured and just a lot of things going on. But he has wins over Kevin Lee, Stevie Ray, Rocco Martin. He's a cold dude. So I think he's going to get the knockout in the first. I think people are sleeping on some of the people on this main card. I mean, on the prelim card, not the main card. After that, I got Dos Santos versus Muslim Sakhanov. There is going to be whoever spins first. They just both spin. They just spin spinning elbows, spinning kicks, spinning whatever heel kick. It doesn't matter. They're just both on the spin. This is a crazy fight. That people are just. I mean, because the main card is just so good, you don't have to really think and look dig into who's going to surprise you on the early card.
Yep. Spinneroonie. The Spinneroonie. Who's that? Rey Mysterio?
Spinneroonie is Booker T.
Booker T.
Booker T.
Did he pass, bro?
No.
Dang. My bad, Booker T.
Booker T. No, I think he has a podcast. Yeah, he got a podcast. Who you got the Paige and Amanda Rivas fight?
Click on Amanda.
Ain't no click on Amanda. She's gonna win this fight nasty. She's gonna win this fight a lot.
Dang. Tough matchup for Paige, it is.
She's a black belt with good stand-up, a lot better stand-up than Paige, and a black belt, so a lot better grappling than Paige. Paige is going to lose this fight. This is her final fight on her contract. She's going to go to Bellator with her husband. I think that's what she wants, because she's definitely not going to be re-signed.
If she smash on her, she'll get re-signed.
Yeah, she's not going to smash on her. Amanda Rivas, I think Amanda might be the biggest favorite on the card. I think she is the biggest favorite on the card. She is a huge favorite.
Golly, huge favorite. So they want her. They want her to lose this bout. That's saying. They want her. They want her off.
Yeah, but it was Paige didn't want to fight Macy Barber. She was saying, "Oh, she'll fight anyone," and so she tagged anyone else in that post. Everyone else except Macy Barber. Macy wanted to fight Paige so bad, so Paige went somewhere else, and this is where they landed.
So supposedly Paige didn't want to fight her because she was talking about her boyfriend. She DM'd her boyfriend.
Something like that. It was a whole bunch of nothing, man.
Yeah, that's trash.
So this is the fight you getting this. This is the fight you get.
That's tough.
After that, we got Rose versus Jessica Andrade. We got
Rose winning that fight, bro. She should have won the first one. She's literally just piecing up Andrade. I think it went 2 rounds. It went 2 or 3 rounds. I want to say 2 though.
2 rounds. 2 rounds.
The first round, she was just beautiful footwork, beautiful striking. She I think at the end of the first round, she got away with this Kimura grip, and then the next round she paid for it. You can't, with someone lifting you, you can't keep the Kimura grip like that. Especially, I'm 100% sure she learned her lesson to not defend a takedown like that. So
I disagree with you completely. You can 100% defend a takedown with a Kimura grip, but the first main rule when you are standing with a Kimura is to use the Kimura to make them break their hands apart, to make them break the grip.
With locked hands.
No, just hold it as they're holding their grip together.
Right, with locked hands.
You're using 2 of your hands on one of their arms, 2 of your arms on one of their arms to make them break the grip. That's what you do. You don't chill and wait and hold it. Oh, like, what's going on? You going to lift me? Oh, okay. Yeah. No, you break it. That's the point. Yeah, people were saying the first fight was luck. It wasn't luck at all. Jessica, she had a single leg. She turned into a high crotch. From the high crotch, she slammed Paige on her head because Paige had her hands in a Kimura and landed on her head and neck. But I definitely have Rose winning. I think if she just learned from the mistake, that just the first thing. That's the whole point of a Kimura when you're standing. On the ground is different. On the ground, you can deal with them holding their hands together, clasping their hands together, and you can start moving to the back or to an armbar or whatever. But when you're standing and someone has a Kimura or someone has grip on you and you use a Kimura to defend the takedown, you break the hands apart. That's just the first thing. But yeah, I think she's going to win this. I think it's going to be a 3-round decision. She's going to smoke her, though.
I can see it. I think Rose going to have something. She's going to come out with something to prove because that costs her a lot. That costs her to have to take time away. Did she have a previous injury around her neck and back before this, or am I tripping?
No, I don't think so. I know she fell on her neck going for a flying armbar that she won by in Invicta, and it just looked bad, but I don't think it actually hurt anything.
I think she'll play it smart. I saw a little bit of the interview that she had with Ariel, and I'm glad she got the love for MMA back. So I think she'll smoke Jessica because she can't do anything with her on the feet at all. Jessica, that is, can't do anything with Rose on the feet.
I mean, she can always just throw a hook and just catch her, man. It's MMA, bro.
Will work too
good.
Just
catch her clean.
Will work just too good, man. Next fight, we have Petr Yan versus Jose Aldo. 35-pound bantamweight title on the line. Who you got, man?
First of all, I want to acknowledge that this is a number 1 contender fight. The bantamweight king is Aljamain Sterling. He is the bantamweight champion of the world right now, but they don't want to recognize him right now because they want to hold a black man down.
Really?
Who do I got, man? I don't know. I'm gonna let you go first on that.
I got Jose winning, bro. Bro.
I think I do too, man. Peter is just not impressive to me, man. People love him though. People love him.
I don't know what happened. I think they kind of equate because he's like Russian that he's kind of like Khabib or something. He's not. They're not the same, bro. Like they're just not. Because I think that's how they was marketing him before. Because I even got under that impression. I'm like, okay, he's like a mini Khabib. Okay, let me check him out. But no, if you look at the Jimmy Rivera fight, bro, Jimmy Rivera had a lot of success versus Petr Yan, bro. In the early parts of pretty much each round, he will lose by getting caught with a hook, and he will lose at the very end of the round. So if you getting pieced up and beat up by Jimmy Rivera, I think you have a really tough time with Jose if he makes the weight.
Yeah, I think he'll make the weight. 135.5 last time, I want to say. So yeah, I think he'll make the weight. People are talking about his leg kicks. He doesn't throw leg kicks anymore. Y'all just gotta leave that alone. But I think he's just a better counter striker than Yan is. They're both counter strikers. Yan is just gonna have a really hard guard and really high guard and just trying to walk Jose to the fence. Jose is a lot more open, and he's going to try to bait Peter to throw first and counter off of that. They're both counter strikers, so I see this going late, maybe into the 5th round, maybe. I don't think they are going to. Either one is going to push the pace to actually try to finish them. Either one early. So I want to say this is going to be Jose by decision.
You see Peter I see Peter as I mean, he may be a counter fighter, but I see him as a pressure counter fighter, like a Golovkin type of fighter. I see him pushing the pace on Jose, but I see Jose cracking him. I think Jose is just much more dangerous everywhere. everywhere, literally. Peter is cool, but I mean, he doesn't have the power that Jose has. He doesn't have the takedown defense Jose has. He just doesn't have what Jose has. And I think it'll be on full display come Sunday morning. Or how is it going to be televised? Because it's 6 a.m. there or 6 a.m. here?
Sunday morning for them. It's regular time for us. It's like a normal fight card for us, but for them it's 6 a.m. or 8 a.m. whenever it is, whenever they come on.
Gotcha.
But yeah, it's regular time for us.
Yeah, it's gonna be different to adjust to.
For them.
Yeah.
So how do you have it? Auto
I got
TKO.
Yeah, I got auto TKO second round, bro.
Tough. I can see it though. Tough. Next fight, we got Alex the Great versus Max Holloway.
Sheesh.
You got?
I wish I studied this fight more. The first fight, I always watch like the first 2 rounds, and then I'll get distracted and do something else. I don't have the most educated opinion against these for this bout in particular because I just haven't studied their fight enough. The parts I did watch, Max had a hard time finding Alexander. Some people said that towards the latter end of the fight, that's when Max started having success. But from what I was watching,
Alex won the first 3 rounds for sure. Max won the last 2.
Well,
yeah, it wasn't a smoker, but he definitely lost.
I feel like you'll give the people a better opinion on this one than I would.
I followed Alexander Volkanovski a lot. He's one of my guys. I followed him since before the UFC. I like him a lot. I like Max a lot too. But as far as the things that Max does well and has done well against other people, it's hard for him to do it against Alex. Alex has a gas tank, so he's not going to be able to fade from the pressure or just you don't have that cardio on top of him. You're not going to out cardio him. As far as reach, Alex is even longer than Max, so it's not a fight where he can just stay on the outside and just pick his shots because he can get touched from the outside. I want to say Alex is a 2 or 3 inch reach advantage on him. But the first fight was mostly almost all leg kicks. That's what won the fight for Alex with the leg kicks. I think Max is going to have a solution for that, for the leg kicks. But I also think Alex will be able to make an adjustment. I see Max probably winning the first 2 rounds, and then I see Alex winning the final 3. But I think it'll be a decision. Alex by decision. That's what I'm going with. Freaky.
Alex by decision. An uneducated opinion. I'm gonna go with Max, just because I think he can. Since people are saying that he had success in those last 2 rounds, I think he can probably watch those last 2 rounds and see what he was having success with and build onto this fight, at least having the knowledge that he's won the last 2 rounds that they fought. I mean, it's a stretch, but hey, when you fight, you got to take every positive when you're going in there.
I agree with that. That's why I think Max is going to win the first 2 rounds. I think whatever adjustments he's been working on for this fight will pay off in the first 2 rounds. But I think Alex will then make his own adjustments from that, because Alex just has a good corner. Those city kickboxing dudes, that's just a good corner.
Yep.
And I'm coughing a lot on this pod, but I'm not sick. I'm just drinking.
I even noticed.
Oh yeah. I don't have the Rona. I'm just letting y'all know. I promise I don't.
Well,
and just for all my training. That's all that is. But yeah.
The pick I'll say Max in 4.
In 4. How did he finish him?
I mean, Chad Mendez almost finished Alex. Let's not act like he's invincible. So he can get caught. So I just see if I had to say, I would say Max in 4. Like again, the uneducated. If I had to say Max in 4.
Who you got in the main event?
The main event, bro. Let's talk about it, dog. It's the main event. Flying across the country. A late pullout. Only a few days. 7 days notice? What's it? 6, 7? How many days notice? Who knows?
I think it was 7 days notice.
7 days notice and none. Who else, bruh? Screet, not Street. Screet Jesus. Come in. BMF. Come in for the kill. People talking about this man scared of Kimura Usman. People saying that this man has been fighting for 16 years, bro. I don't think he's scared of nobody, dog. They give him a ring. He say, 7 days? That's it. Sign me up. Make sure my money right. I'm in there. How can you not applaud that kind of bravery, bro? It's not like Kimura Usman is some scrub off the street where you can just be like, where people are jumping for joy to get in the cage with this man. No, this man done went through the division and then went through the tops of this division. So for Jorge to answer the bell on this kind of, I can only commend that, man. That's all I can do. I got to give him that moment of a salute. Like, I'm saluting you right now, Jorge. That's dope.
That said, I got to come in and hate. It's a win-win for him. If he wins, he becomes champion. If he loses, and it's like, oh, it really didn't matter. He accepted a fight on 6 days. It doesn't matter.
Yeah, but I don't think he's looking at it like that. I don't think he's. I don't think you. When you're that kind of competitor, I don't think you're going in like, well, I mean, if I lose, then it ain't really mean much. It's like, nah, bro. I don't think you'll take the fight if you think, because this you can pay some serious damage going in there fighting Kimura Usman, bro. It's not like you can be like,
you can't.
You can get smashed on and get your face beat in.
Kimura has two knockouts in like 11 fights. Come on, man,
bro. Kobe had his jaw broken last fight. What the heck? You could pay some repercussions. What are you talking about?
He said it wasn't broken.
He said it. He said a lot of things. He said that those his girlfriends. And I like Kobe.
All right. I'll give you that one. Yeah, I definitely commend Jorge for taking this fight. But I also think he was training this whole time. I don't think he's going to be gassed, or I don't think it's a real 6 or 7 day notice fight. I think he was kind of probably hoping or ready for this entire time. Everybody should. Every fighter should be ready. Like, even these fights that are set and scheduled right now, they're probably not good. Someone is going to pull out. Someone is going to test positive. Something is going to happen. So I think all fighters should be just on high notice right now, regarding fights in their division, in their weight class. Just keep an eye out, because you might be called upon, or you might have a chance to jump in.
Bro, nobody flying to Abu Dhabi in 3 days. 3 days notice. Ain't nobody doing that.
A lot of fighters will take that chance.
I don't know about that. You got to already be in it. You got to already be on Fight Island to do that. Like, flying from like Aljamain Sterling, flying from Jersey to Abu Dhabi on 1 day's notice, nah. And making the weight, nah.
Not on 1 day's notice, no, sir. I'm saying on, 5-6 days. Come on, yes.
Oh, I feel okay. I got
you. Yeah, George was on 7 days, so yeah, I'm saying this card that's coming up. You just gotta keep a lookout on future cards. I'm saying they're doing another one next week. Those guys in that division have to be ready too. You just have to be ready.
I'm about to say, is that the Darren Till one?
Oh my God, bro. How does Molly McCain keep fighting people with one fight or no fights in the UFC, bro? He had the most padded record of all time.
Meatball Molly.
Oh my God. I'll talk about that next week, bro. I'm gonna talk about that next week.
Tim Elliott fighting Ryan Benoit. Okay, Ryan. He was supposed to be in the tournament with me, but he didn't show up.
That's who Gary is coaching.
I know. I was looking forward to that. He was in my division. I was like, let's go. Let's go.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
It would have been. Coach was hyping me up. He was like, oh, you got Ryan. I was like, okay, let's go. But he didn't come through.
He didn't want no smoke. Clearly.
He don't know the kid yet. It's all good.
Clearly, Ryan, he didn't want no smoke. But yeah, it's my pick. Did you pick yet?
I didn't pick.
Go ahead, pick.
Cinderella story says Jorge wins. Reality says I don't think he wins, man, and it sucks. I think Kimura will make this a dirty fight. He'll drag on Jorge. He'll make it a grinding fight. It probably won't be the fight that everyone's expecting it to be. I don't think Kimura's going to come out here and strike like he did with Kobe. And everyone was even surprised that he did that with Kobe. I think the first round Jorge will have success. He'll hurt Kimura, Usman, and Usman will show a poker face, but he'll know that he's hurt. And then going forward, the second, third, fourth, fifth round, he's going to make it a grind fest. And Jorge's going to spend most of his time against the fence, fighting for underhooks, trying to go for switches and it getting reversed. His switches being stuffed, or like that little thing that Habib was doing to Dustin. He'll try to hit that switch and he will
fly over that hook. He flew away from that switch.
Yep. I think that's what they'll be going for after the first.
I completely disagree. I think George's going to win. I don't think Kimura is nearly as good as a grappler or a wrestler as think of him as or portray him as being.
Why?
He is good. He's definitely the champ. I think he's definitely one of the top people in the division. It's not the absolute top, but I think George's wrestling is good enough from what I've seen from Kimura, and I definitely don't think his actually grappling he would be able to like land anything significant on him or choke him out, anything like that. I don't see that from Usman. So he would probably give up a couple of rounds. If he does go to the ground, he will give up a couple of rounds. But I think George gets to finish late. He's gonna get to finish late. It's probably gonna be 5th round.
You think he finishes Usman?
Yes, sir.
You big wildin'.
I
mean that's not far fetched. Kobe had chances of finishing Kimura too. But
Jorge Masvidal. Book it.
5th round. You saying 5th round TKO?
Yes, sir.
It's a Cinderella story, man.
You're going to hit him with an elbow or something. You're going to stun him. Kimura's going to be all shooken up and then try to go for a takedown and you're going to eat a knee. Book it.
That's the Cinderella story, but if that happens, they may have to book him and Conor, bro. They just might have to do it. Because
that's why. I don't want it to happen, but it definitely will happen.
Bro.
It's going to happen 100%. If Conor is going to put a tweet out it's gonna already be done. By the time he hits the locker room, the fight is already gonna be set.
Bro, if Jorge wins in that kind of, in any fashion, it can be a boring fight and Jorge still wins. The fact that he took it on 7 days notice, flew to Abu Dhabi, made weight, you name it. His superstardom is going to be through the roof. But let him win with a flying knee or an elbow or something violent. Oh my God. Conor gonna already have he gonna already have the tweet made. They gonna already be sending the contract, bro. Like, you might as well go ahead and do it, because that will be insane if he finishes Kimura, bro. I probably might just.
But it's funny that if Kimura wins, which is likely, but I don't think will happen, but it is likely. Conor is not going to want any part of that. No one wants any part of that. It's going to be Gilbert Burns.
But check this out. With you saying that he's not that great of a grappler, why do you don't think that someone like Conor or someone else like Stephen Thompson should be in these talks of a title contention again?
He shouldn't. No, he shouldn't. He has one win in his last 3 fights or 4 fights or something like that. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
1 and 4?
No, one out of 4.
He's won 1 fight out of 4?
I think
I thought he lost to...
He lost to Pettis.
To Pettis, and that was it.
He lost to Pettis, he lost to Till. 1 out of his last 3. Lost to Pettis, lost to Till.
He should have
beat Luque. That's not a good enough
Pettis. Should have beat Pettis. Vicente pieced him up the whole fight.
He's not in talks, bro. It's Leon Edwards and it's Gilbert Burns.
Yeah, those two. Yeah, but Leon probably not going to get that bout anytime soon. Leon probably going to have to fight somebody else and win, and then he'll probably be in title contention. He's not.
Leon has won like 11 straight, bro.
Don't matter. He's coming in opportune times. Pull up Leon Edwards' record.
Come on, bro. Come on.
Dang, he had
9 in a row, bro. Come on, bro. And that freaking split decision by with Gunnar Nelson definitely shouldn't have been a split decision.
Yeah, he just got mounted at the end, and I guess they gave him the round. I guess because he's a decisionator, bro. Maybe that's what it is.
It's cool. Cool. It's going to be Gilbert Burns and Kimura if Kimura wins.
Will it be Gilbert Burns if Jorge wins? Or would they do, or then would they try to do the Leon?
Conor McGregor. It'll be Conor McGregor. 100% it'll be Conor McGregor.
Did you see Conor McGregor, Tony Robbins interview?
When he's still talking about how Khabib smashed on him? Yeah.
Yeah, that interview was hilarious, dog.
Oh, it was a whole interview? I just saw a clip.
It was like a 45-minute interview. It's actually a good interview, bro. I think you'll like it. It's some sound bites in there that's fire.
What did they talk about?
They talked about his come up. They talked about it's good stuff, man. They talked about the mentality he has, how he would when he was first being a apprentice plumber. He was looking around at the body language of everybody, and he was like, "Yo, this not for me." He started wanting to get into the training room. They talked about what made him want to start training. Talked about his mindset. They talked about a lot of good stuff that up and comers would really benefit from.
I'll definitely check it out.
You'll think it'll be kind of like woo woo and you can do it stuff because it's Tony Robbins, but he really out-talked Tony Robbins, believe it or not. And Tony Robbins can talk himself, but Tony Robbins met his match. Tony out-talked him. I Conor out-talked him.
Well, if you ain't got nothing else.
Well, we do hope and wish for there to be no pullout.
Everybody make weight. I already know that's going to be an excuse. Oh, I was stuck in my hotel. I couldn't work out, couldn't make weight because of all the precautions and the COVID. Couldn't make weight. That's why I'm 7 pounds overweight.
Yeah, that would be pretty tragic. We hope this fight card delivers. And hey man, that pretty much wraps up week 5. Oh dang, week 6. Here we go. Stay safe. All that stuff, man. Wash your hands.